Most people in the United States believe financial strength comes from earning more money. Income definitely matters. But when researchers observe real households across the country, another pattern appears again and again. Two people earn almost identical salaries, live in similar neighborhoods, work in similar professions. One family builds steady financial stability year after year. The other constantly feels pressure around money. The difference? A quiet system that activates the moment income arrives. Here's something most financial advice misses. It doesn't start with a budget. It starts with what happens in the first 24 hours. Across American households, income follows a predictable rhythm, weekly, bi-weekly, or semi-monthly. But financial strength isn't about when you get paid. It's about what happens during those first 24 hours after money hits your account. In stable households, income immediately flows through a structure instead of sitting in one place where spending decisions slowly drain it. Picture your paycheck as water. Left in one bucket, it evaporates through tiny leaks you barely notice. Routed through separate channels, it reaches exactly where it needs to go. Many stable households use a simple structure that divides money into separate purposes immediately. One portion covers daily living, groceries, transportation, housing. Another portion builds long-term security. A third handles life's surprises. These categories aren't created at month end when leftovers remain. They're created the moment income arrives. Timing is everything. When income sits in one account too long, daily habits absorb it without thought. A few restaurant visits, several online purchases, digital subscriptions, small convenience expenses, each seems harmless. Together, they quietly reshape your entire month. When households move income into defined categories immediately, spending operates inside boundaries that protect long-term stability. Here's what this looks like in practice. A paycheck arrives through direct deposit. That same day, a fixed portion automatically transfers to an account dedicated to long-term strength. This repeats every pay period. Because it's automatic, the household doesn't rely on willpower or discipline. The system works while you sleep. But automation alone isn't the full picture. There's another habit financially stable households share, and it's so simple most people overlook it entirely. Spending visibility. Many assume they know where their money goes, but when they actually review their spending, they discover patterns invisible during daily life. Small, repeated expenses redirect surprising amounts across a year. A simple monthly review reveals these patterns. Americans open their bank statements and group spending, groceries, transportation, digital services, dining, household supplies. The goal isn't complex accounting, it's awareness. When spending becomes visible, small adjustments become possible. Think of it like this. You can't adjust what you can't see. Over time, these adjustments strengthen control. A household notices restaurant spending quietly increased over months. Another discovers multiple digital subscriptions they rarely use. These insights allow families to redirect money toward priorities that support long-term stability. Income growth also matters. Across the United States, professionals increase earnings gradually through skill development, career progression, and industry experience. Workers who regularly improve their skills discover new opportunities that strengthen income over time. Here's where it gets interesting. Higher income doesn't automatically mean stronger finances. This pattern appears across industries. Technology professionals learn new systems that increase their market value. Healthcare workers gain specialized training that expands career options. Skilled trades workers improve expertise and access higher-paying projects. When skill growth continues over years, income potential grows alongside it. But here's the key. Households that connect skill development with their financial system build stronger stability. Higher income flows into a structure that already exists. Because the system is organized, additional income strengthens progress instead of disappearing through unplanned spending. Yet some households with strong incomes still struggle. Why? The answer lies in something most people never consider. Financially stable households keep their structure simple. Complexity creates confusion. Confusion weakens consistency. When money flows through too many scattered accounts or complicated tools, people lose clarity about how their system actually works. Many households maintain one primary account for daily spending and one or two additional accounts with clearly defined roles. Each supports a specific purpose. One for daily expenses, another for long-term strength, another for unexpected costs. Physical separation protects financial goals without requiring constant attention. When long-term resources sit inside the same account used for daily spending, everyday habits slowly absorb them. Separate accounts create invisible guardrails. Over time, these small structures create powerful momentum. Automatic transfers organize income. Spending reviews increase awareness. Skill development strengthens earning potential. Simple structures maintain clarity. None of these actions feel dramatic. They operate quietly in the background. Months pass, years pass. Gradually, the system shapes financial outcomes in powerful ways. Financial strength rarely appears through sudden breakthroughs. It grows through consistent systems that guide income and spending every single month. But what happens when that income starts growing? That's where most people make their biggest mistake, and where the next part of this story begins. When a strong system controls how money flows, ordinary income begins building extraordinary stability. Long-term financial strength in the United States rarely develops through a single decision. It grows through patterns that repeat across years of daily life. These patterns appear simple individually. Their combined impact becomes powerful over time. Households that understand these patterns experience increasing stability as years pass. Remember that mistake most people make when income grows? It starts with a word that sounds positive but quietly destroys financial progress. Upgrade. One critical pattern involves the relationship between income growth and lifestyle growth. Throughout American careers, income gradually increases. Promotions, career transitions, expanding expertise create higher earning opportunities. The direction of financial strength depends heavily on how households respond when additional income arrives. Many people immediately upgrade their lifestyle when earnings increase. Larger apartments, newer technology, more frequent dining, additional services, monthly expenses slowly expand. These upgrades feel natural. They reward years of hard work and career effort. But financially strong households approach income growth differently. When earnings increase, part of that new income strengthens their financial structure before lifestyle adjustments begin. Because the system already exists, income growth quietly improves long-term stability instead of being absorbed entirely by new spending habits. The question isn't, can I afford this upgrade? It's, what happens to my system first? Another pattern involves predictable monthly planning. Many people handle money reactively. Bills arrive, purchases happen spontaneously, adjustments occur afterward. This reactive style creates uncertainty because families never fully know where income will end up. Structured households follow a planning routine before the month begins. They review upcoming expenses, housing, transportation, groceries, utilities, regular household spending. Once these categories are organized, the rest of the month becomes easier to manage because the foundation already exists. But planning only works if something else is already in place, something most households ignore until it's too late. Planning reduces financial stress because essential costs already have a place within the system. Families gain confidence knowing important expenses are organized before daily spending begins. This clarity improves household communication as well, since everyone understands how money will flow throughout the month. Financial buffers play a crucial role in long-term stability. Life regularly introduces unexpected events. Sudden medical expenses, urgent travel, temporary job disruption, major home repairs, these appear without warning. When households maintain financial buffers, disruptions become manageable instead of overwhelming. A buffer acts like a shock absorber in your car. You don't notice it during smooth rides. But when you hit a bump, it prevents damage that could stop your journey entirely. Instead of forcing difficult decisions during stressful moments, the buffer absorbs the shock and allows normal life to continue. Households that maintain these protective layers recover more quickly from unexpected financial challenges. Another habit shared by financially stable households involves intentional consumption. Modern American life surrounds people with constant purchasing opportunities. Online stores operate 24 hours daily. Digital platforms display advertisements tailored to individual interests. Subscription services promise convenience and entertainment. Here's the reality. Willpower doesn't work against billion-dollar algorithms designed to make you spend. Because these influences appear constantly, consumption decisions require awareness. Financially strong households pause before larger purchases. They ask whether the purchase genuinely improves daily life or simply follows a temporary trend. This brief moment of reflection gradually shapes healthier spending behavior. Technology has also changed how Americans manage finances. Mobile banking applications provide instant access to spending summaries and transaction history. People quickly review where money moved during the week or month. This visibility strengthens awareness without requiring complex spreadsheets or manual record-keeping. When individuals regularly observe their spending patterns, they begin noticing subtle trends. Certain categories quietly grow over time. Small digital purchases accumulate into larger monthly expenses. Awareness allows families to adjust habits before patterns grow too large. But awareness of past spending only helps so much. The real leverage comes from something that happens before you ever earn the money. Professional development represents another powerful driver of financial strength. Many industries evolve quickly as technology advances and market needs change. Workers who continue improving their skills discover new opportunities that increase their value in the labor market. Across the country, professionals invest time in learning new systems, gaining certifications, expanding technical knowledge, strengthening leadership abilities. These efforts open doors to higher responsibility roles or new career paths. Over long periods, steady skill growth frequently leads to stronger income potential. However, skills alone don't create opportunities. There's a multiplier most people underestimate. Career mobility also contributes to financial progress. The American job market spreads opportunities across many regions and industries. Some professionals discover that relocating or changing industries expands opportunities significantly. Although such decisions require planning, they have helped many families improve their long-term financial direction. Professional relationships influence career development. Strong networks introduce individuals to new roles, collaborations, and mentorship opportunities. When people build meaningful connections inside their industry, information about opportunities reaches them earlier than the wider job market. Your network isn't just who you know, it's who knows what you're capable of before you need to tell them. Over many years, these relationships quietly strengthen career progress. A recommendation from a trusted colleague opens doors that remain invisible to others. These opportunities shape income growth and financial stability across an entire career. Another important factor involves time perspective. Financially stable households evaluate decisions across longer time horizons. Instead of focusing only on immediate convenience, they consider how decisions will influence future stability and opportunities. This long-term perspective influences many areas. Housing decisions, career moves, consumption habits, professional development all benefit from thinking beyond the present moment. When people evaluate choices across years instead of weeks, their decisions support stronger financial outcomes. But here's what separates those who maintain stability from those who build true financial strength. Over time, all these systems begin working together. Income arrives and moves through a structured path. Spending remains visible and controlled. Skill development strengthens career potential. Financial buffers protect against unexpected disruption. Lifestyle decisions remain aligned with long-term priorities. The process rarely feels dramatic. Progress appears gradual and steady, yet after many years, results become clear. Financial stress decreases, flexibility increases, opportunities expand. There's one final insight that ties everything together, and it changes how you view every financial decision you make. The most powerful insight behind long-term financial strength is surprisingly simple. Stability grows when systems quietly guide daily financial behavior. Once that system begins operating consistently, financial strength stops feeling like a constant struggle and begins feeling like steady control over the direction of your life.